Hi, good evening to you. We spoke with Janine Pearson, now in her 30s. She says about a year ago, she took a 23andMe DNA test and found out that her biological father is actually her mom's fertility doctor from back in the 80s. Now, since then, she says she's found 24 other half-siblings through that same system.
You think that you can go to your medical providers and that they're looking out for you and that everything is transparent, and it makes you question.
36-year-old Janine Pearson's whole life came into question about a year ago when the once only child took a 23andMe DNA test.
And then I clicked on the siblings tab, and right away 19 half-siblings popped up.
Through those connections, Pearson says she found out her biological father was her mom's fertility doctor from the 80s, Dr. Burton Caldwell, now in his 80s and no longer practicing. Pearson broke the news to her mom.
I will never, for the rest of my life, forget that response that came from her, because she had no idea, and it was just shock, and it was heartbreaking.
So they filed a 9-count lawsuit. It alleges Dr. Caldwell was working with Pearson's mom in 1986 when she couldn't get pregnant. It says he recommended artificial insemination. It claims, quote, Dr. Caldwell stated there was a Yale medical intern on site who was willing to be a sperm donor, but that person would remain anonymous. 35 years later, Pearson confronted Caldwell.
At the time, he didn't deny it.
Now, she and her attorneys are hoping to find others who may have been impacted and hold those involved accountable.
It is also to find out whether or not he was doing this on his own, or there were other people responsible for monitoring him, watching what he was doing.
Steve Arante says Dr. Caldwell was practicing here on Sherman Ave at Metabolic Associates as an endocrinologist, but retired about a decade ago. A career Pearson says will impact her for the rest of her life.
I walk around wondering if people in the grocery store are my half-siblings. I wonder if people that I've been friends with for years and years are actually my half-siblings.
Now, we did reach out to Dr. Caldwell, but we couldn't get him on the phone. However, we did reach his attorney, who tells us that when the time is right, any and all allegations against his client will be denied in a court of law. We're live here in New Haven tonight. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.